Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today playing the daily challenge for August 20th, 2026. The character at the Defect and the modifiers are sealed deck. Craft the deck from 30 random cards. Time Dilation, all enemies start with the slow debuff, and binary card rewards contain only 2 cards. I see no family names in the top 20 that has me a little worried. I see Micah with 1184, so it's definitely possible to survive, but yeah, very worried that there's no family names. Maybe I'm playing a little earlier than usual. Alright, so sealed deck. With time dilation binary might make it harder to go for collector monsters unless I see a lot of good duplicates, which I unfortunately don't. Now, with time dilation, a zero cost deck would be great, and I do have a scrape. So if I go for a zero cost deck, I could do scrape, beam cell, go for the ice, a second beam cell, 2 steam barriers, which I thought I saw a second steam barrier. No, just one, I guess. Alright. Then turbo, cool-headed for more card draw, a third beam cell. Before I finish, I click on my last card. Do I want to do that? Do I want to go for potential collectors? It would make getting curses easier too. I wouldn't mind a good attack card. So I could take another cool-headed for my third one, but I'm also thinking of Streamline not being a bad idea. I also see 2 rebounds. Or even Sweeping Beam. Barrage, not a bad idea with the slow debuff, but probably not amazing. Yeah, I think it's between... So if I take the cool-headed defensively or offensively, I'll just have to scrape in a bunch of beam cells. You know what? Let's risk it. Yeah, let's try this. All right. So I start off with 3 copies of beam cell and cool-headed, turbo, steam barrier, scrape, and go for the ice. Let's try to get collector bonuses, I guess. All right, 2 elite path, either on the left or the right. If I go left, I'll get 1, 2, 3, and then turn left for 5 question mark rooms. Turn right, 6 question mark rooms. If I start in the middle, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 6 as well. Okay, so basically after this elite, I have 3 question mark rooms and a possible shop, which I can choose to skip if I want to. And then getting to that elite on the left gives me 1 elite, 3 question mark rooms to rest side. In the middle gives me 3 question mark rooms, also rest side. So I think they're pretty much identical paths. Yeah, I guess I'll do... I don't know. Should I do the question mark rooms early or late? Just a matter of 1 floor, right? I guess I should go for the path with the elite slightly later, because that will give me a chance to get better cards, hopefully. Okay. Alright, so Spike Slime and the Acid Slime. Let's start off with the cool-headed, and then let's do Steam Barrier. I think I can get rid of this guy if I do beam cell, another beam cell, and then go for the ice. Okay, fully defended that way. Oh, who was my final boss? It was the Hexaghost, so I might have to go for this regular fight to lose HP before that. Alright, here, let's do beam cell, scrape, and then 2 more beam cells. Yeah, I think the scrape with all the zero cost cards will be very fun here. FTL fits this deck really well. As much as I like a collector once in the cool-headed, let's hope I'll get a cool-headed later on. Here, I should probably get that scrape upgraded. Yeah, drawing an extra card with all the zero-cost cards might be nice. Alright, here, let's do beam cells, scrape, and then FTL, 2 more beam cells, go for the ice, and then maybe I can draw another good attack. Actually, the orb is enough. FTL is enough too. Beautiful. Stack, cold snap. So none of this fits this deck, and my deck is not yet large enough for the stack to be useful. I think I'll take the cold snap for another frost orb. And then here, move, transform, upgrade. Let's upgrade. So the scrape was the most important thing to upgrade. How about FTL? That way I can draw an extra card a little later. Alright, here I got the Jawworm. Let's start out with beam cell, FTL, another beam cell, scrape, and then go for the S is enough to kill. Beautiful. Ball Lightning, Recycle. Recycle is interesting. Ball Lightning might be slightly better. I was lacking attack cards. The Ball Lightning is a pretty good attack card. Might even consider upgrading that. Or should I upgrade the cool-headeds for card draw? Let's do that first. Come. Alright. First elite here. I got the Sentries. They do not have the slow debuff. I do have Steam Barrier and 2 cool-headeds. I think I should be fine. Actually, I can do go for the ice and then Steam Barrier to be fully defended. Let's do cool-headed first. Okay, let's do another cool-headed in case I get an FTL. I did not. Let's do the beam cells. Steam Barrier, and then I could do Ball Lightning. I think I actually should I do Cold Snap. No, let's do Ball Lightning, deal a lot of damage. I think that might increase the chance of me being able to get rid of the backliner next turn, especially because I'm guaranteed to get the scrape here, right? I do scrape first. No, I think I'll do Beam Cell, then FTL. Okay. Problem is that scrape didn't get reshuffled that way. Let's do a scrape here. I have Steam Barrier to be fully defended. Let's do scrape on this guy then. Okay. Then let's do cool-headed. Okay, unfortunately I have to do beam cell the backliner, then another beam cell here, and then actually don't need to play the Steam Barrier because I'm fully defended with the frost orbs. Okay. Alright, here let's do beam cell, go for the ice, a Ball Lightning. Alright, then cool-headed and a cold snap. Okay, that was actually pretty good. And then I don't need much to kill the backliner, and I do need a little bit to get rid of this guy. Alright, I have a beam cell, FTL, go for the ice, and a beam cell is not enough. Ball lightning is though. Beautiful. Perfect. This one, we got a mummified hand. When we play power card, a random card in your hand because 0 that turn. Fits this deck really well. Second cold snap. Let's take it. Okay. And then here I got the lice. Alright, let's start off with an FTL. Scrape is enough to get rid of this guy. Beautiful. And then, yeah, I'm okay. I know what channeling is. Okay, there we go. Let's do beam cell, another beam cell, ball lightning. Okay, then go for the ice, cold snap, and that's enough. Awesome. An ancient potion, steam barrier number 2 or turbo number 2. Let's take the steam barrier number 2. I don't think I need that much energy yet. Pocket watch, when we play 3 or less cards in your turn, draw 3 additional cards at the start of next turn. That's sadly not going to trigger as often as I'd like. And then here, let's do cool-headed 1, cool-headed 2. I was hoping for an FTL, did not get that, but I can play a ball lightning here. Come. Alright, 14 incoming. Let's do go for the ice, scrape. Should I do steam barrier? Let me do steam barrier first, then scrape. Okay. Alright, I can do FTL, another 2 beam cells. That's very close to being enough. I am not yet fully defended. I have to do cool-headed, and that is enough, right? I think I can also just kill by evoking the lightning orb there. Beautiful. Alright, we got Tori. Whenever you receive 5 or less unlocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. A swift potion, and oh man, chill would be nice, but so would be another cool-headed for a collect bonus. I think I'll take the cool-headed collect bonus. Yeah, make sure I get that. Okay. Alright, and then here I have to do the regular fight to lose HP for the Hexagon, so let's try to drop down to 23, right? So this might take a while. Let me speed this up. I'll be right back. Alright, drop down to 23 exactly. Very happy with that. Another cool snap. That's cool snap number 3. Okay. Alright, and then here I did get a shop. Very happy I didn't go for the previous one. I got a membership card here, 50% discount on all products. That's really nice. I can afford another beam cell for collectors on those. And, oh man, I would love to take... Actually, I can afford both the hologram and the defragment. Beautiful. Yeah, the defragment is really nice together with the mummified hand. Okay. And also all the frost ropes I have. Oof. Well, I'm losing 11 HP here. That is not ideal because I'm still gonna get... Okay, actually, I can take the curse here or get max HP. I mean, I should try to go for curses, right? Let's take the regret here, and we got Mom Bank. When we climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No works and spend any gold at a shop. Okay. And then here, let's upgrade the defragment. Yeah, I think I should be fine even with 12 HP. So I still get 16 incoming, or 12 incoming, but actually with the regret on turn 1, I should only get 6 incoming next turn. Alright, let's do the fragment, then do beam cell, another beam cell, and a cold snap. Okay. Alright, so I should have 1 times 6. Yep, beautiful. And then another cold snap is enough. Just for fun, let's do scrape first, okay? Then do beam cell, cold snap. Should I do ball lightning? I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to save one of the frost orbs, or one of the lightning orbs, just to deal some consistent damage on the side. Alright, here, let's do beam cell, go for the ice, cool-headed. Alright, reshuffle there, then do cold snap. I think I can hologram a... that was a mistake. I thought I had a 0-cost card in my discard pile. I didn't. That's hopefully fine. Alright, let's do FTL, then beam cell, cool-headed. Okay. Another beam cell, ball lightning. I am fully defended here. No need to play these steam barriers. Alright. 6 incoming. Alright, let's do the beam cells, then scrape. Okay. Alright, then go for the ice, cool-headed 1, cool-headed 2, and then another beam cell. Okay. Yeah, thanks to the beam cells, the enemy is vulnerable forever, and that makes it very easy to deal a lot of damage. Let's do 2 more beam cells here, cool-headed, ball lightning. Unfortunately, the regret is making me take a lot of damage, but I just need to deal another 24. Seems very doable with an FTL and 2 cold snaps. Awesome. Okay, no troubles so far. Perfect everything. We got a Fear Potion, Seek Meteor Strike. I think I'll try to go for Popper. I think this deck is really strong right now. I cannot do Snake Eye with all the 0-cost cards. Don't need Empty Cage. Let's take the Sacred Bark. Double the effectiveness of potions. So that makes the Swift Potion get me 6 cards instead of 3. The Ancient Potion gives me 2 artifact instead of 1, etc. 1, 2. 2 elite path on the right. I can choose any of these elites and then probably get 4 question mark rooms after this point. So if I get there on the right, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 question mark rooms total. That's insane. I had 6 on Act 1, right? So, yeah, that gets me up to 14. Increase the chance of getting the apparitions and the bites. So, yeah, that's a pretty good path. There's no 9 elite. There's no 9 question mark on the path, right? Yeah, there isn't. Alright, here, I think I'll do something like Steam Barrier Hologram. That should be enough. Actually, let's do Cold Snap, Hologram, And then Ball Lightning did not break through. Actually, no, I did break through the block. That's good. Alright, here, let's do the Fragment. Then Beam Cell 1, Beam Cell 2, Cool-Headed, Scrape. I probably should have done the Cool-Headed first. 2 more Beam Cells, and I am actually gonna lose HP here. Well, only just 1 thanks to Tori, but that was unexpected. Alright, let's do FTL, then Beam Cell, Cold Snap, and go for the S for kill. Beautiful. Alright, Equilibrium, Charge Battery. Now, Equilibrium is a little too expensive, doesn't really fit this deck, although I do have a lot of zero-cost cards, so having some expensive cards, especially with good block, is not a bad idea. Ritual Dagger, it's the earliest you can get it, and I might be able to get Overkill that way, and I was looking to be able to deal a lot of damage. Let's risk it. Here I got Emotion Chip. If you lost HP during the previous turn, they trigger the passive ability of all orbs at the start of your current turn. That's really nice. And then here, let's take my second Cursed Decay. Okay. Here, a third Cursed Pain. Okay, we also got Warp Tongues at the start of your turn. Upgrade a random card in your hand for rest of combat. So I think both the Pain and the Regret will trigger the Emotion Chip, which is not bad. Alright, here I got the Gremlin Leader. Unfortunately, I am going to try to use the Ritual Dagger if I can, right? So let's do... How can I do this? Let's do Steam Barrier first. That might not be enough. So I might be a bit in trouble here. Let's get rid of this guy. Yeah, I only have 8 block. I need 9, so I have to drink the Swift Potion here. Okay, let's do FTL. The Fragment hits a Cool-Headed. At least that allows me to be fully defended. I think I should do Turbo, then Cold Snap, and another Cool-Headed. So I'm losing a lot of HP, but at least I'll trigger the Emotion Chip a bajillion times next turn, right? Okay, I'm not being attacked anyway, so that's fine. Let's do Beam Cells, Scrape, right? Then play more Beam Cells. I think I kind of want to hologram the Scrape again. Will that actually... Will that reshuffle? I think it should, right? Yeah, it did reshuffle. Good. I did not discard the Ritual Dagger because I think with all the cards I played, I should be ready to play the Ritual Dagger soon. Okay. Alright, unfortunately I'm being attacked. Ritual Dagger is 22. Let's do Turbo Cool-Headed. I think I need to get the slow debuff going a little bit. Yeah, this is enough. Beautiful. Alright, and the Ritual Dagger was upgraded with the Warp Tongues, which is nice. Okay, got Frozen Egg. Whenever you add a power card to your deck, upgraded, and Attack Potion, which is nice. Streamline, go for the ice. As much as I like the Streamline, I think I should take the second go for the ice here. Come. Alright, should I upgrade the Ritual Dagger? Because no, let's upgrade the Hologram, because if I get a second one and an Aggregate, I could try to get combo that way. And then going left for the second lead, and what, 5 more question mark rooms? Alright, let's do Cool-Headed 1, Cool-Headed 2, then do the Steam Barriers. And I guess I can do another Cool-Headed. No, let's do Ball Lightning. I'm okay losing a little bit of HP here. Actually, I'm only losing 1 HP thanks to Tori. Alright, and then here, let's do FTL. I should have done the Beam Cells first. That was a mistake. And then do Scrape. Okay, that's enough for this guy. Then go for the ice. Another Beam Cell. Cold Snap 1, Cold Snap 2. And that's enough with the Orb. I should have waited for Ritual Dagger. My bad. Was probably coming up next turn, right? Compile Driver, Sweeping Beam. I think don't have AoE damage, so Sweeping Beam might be nice. Okay, I got Kunai every time I play 3 attacks in a single turn, getting 1 dexterity. That's really nice for this deck. Oh wow, that's a really good relic to have. I don't think I need to spend any gold to remove anything. Yeah, I might still try to get curses, right? Alright, so here, card draw is a problem. I do have an attack potion, right? Let's start with Beam Cell, then Sweeping Beam. This is not good. Let's do Go for the Ice. Cold Snap is 11. Let me see what the problem is. I have to get to 19 block. I don't know how to do that. There's a Compile Driver that'll only draw me, well, 2 cards once I play the Cold Snap. So let's do that. Then Compile Driver. Yep. And then there's a Go for the Ice. That's good. Let's do another Compile Driver. No, let me do Cool-Headed first in case I get good zero-cost cards. Yeah, I can do Beam Cell on this guy. Then another Compile Driver. And then Turbo, Steam Barrier. Wait, so I need... wait, I need 16. This is 4. It's only 11. 14 with a vulnerability push is not enough, right? So I think... How much is this? 15. I need 16. Okay, I'm going to reload, and I'm going to make a big difference. I'm going to drink the Fear Push on turn 1 on the front line. I think that might be enough. Let me remember to do everything the same way. This is the first reload of the day, right? So let's throw the Fear Push immediately. Then do Beam Cell. I think I did... Which one did I go for the ice? I think I could weaken this guy too, right? Let's do Go for the Ice, then Sweeping Beam. Okay. Then I did cold snap and got the compile driver here. Okay, then do compile driver 1, compile driver 2. Is that enough? No, I think I also did cool headed. The beam cell enough here. 7. No, not quite. Also, I got a decay, which I don't remember getting last time. Let's do compile driver here. Okay, and then I got turbo. All right. So now the beam cell is still not enough. Let's do ball lightning. Now that is enough for this guy. Okay. Then I can do beam cell. And then I can do go for the ice. And then the seam barrier allows me to be fully defended. Yeah. So that fear potion was the key. Should have realized I was struggling already. Yep. And then here, now that I have enough frost drops, I should be fine here. Let's bring back... do I have a good attack card? How about a compile driver? Come. And then FTL, that's enough to kill. Alright, perfect. This one, again, should have waited for Ritual Dagger. Got Eternal Feather, 5v5 cards in your deck, heal 3, tree, 1 if you enter a rest site, as well as a weakness push, which is nice. All for 1 would be amazing here. I am really tempted to take the all for 1, get combo out of the way, and then remove it in Act 3. Let's try that. Would be tempting to remove it now. No, let's not do anything here. Okay. Here I got Centurion Mystic. Let's see if I can get the combo out of the way here. Let's do cool-headed. Should I just do Equilibrium? Would allow me to be fully defended, right? Yeah, let's do Equilibrium and then Beam Cell. So that way I'll draw a full hand next turn. Okay. Oh, wow. Got both the pain and the regret. That's unfortunate. Alright, fine. Let's do Beam Cell, Cold Snap, Ball Lightning. I could turbo... No, I don't want to get the... I was going to hologram the Equilibrium, but I don't want that. So it's fine. I'll wait. Come. Regret is making me take a lot of damage, which is frustrating. Still not being attacked. Alright, let's do FTL. There's a Ritual Dagger. Let's do Sweeping Beam. Then play the Ritual Dagger. Let me do Scrape first. Oh, I discarded the Alpha one. That's a shame. Alright, let's do Ritual Dagger. Then play the Beam Cells and wait. The problem is with the Alpha one, I deal too much damage, right? Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem. So I think I might just waste time trying to get combo here. Let's try to get that on Act 3, hopefully. Against like the Giant Head would be ideal, right? Got a Liquid Bronze Potion, Streamline Sunder. Maybe a good attack card like Sunder is not a bad idea. Let's take it, especially with the slow debuff. It might allow me to get Overkill too. So here, I'm okay getting a Duplicate Curse. Let's take another Regret. Although, yeah, good thing I'm healing here, because I think with 2 Regrets, I might take way too much damage. Should I upgrade the Ritual Dagger? No, let's upgrade the Sunder. So then with Vulnerability and a little bit of the slow debuff, I should get Overkill fairly easily. Alright, so, unfortunately, I started with the Alpha one in the beginning, which is not that useful. Let's go for the ice. Should I do Equilibrium? Yeah, let's do Equilibrium instead. That might be better, because that way I can actually bring back some good zero-cost cards next turn. Again, getting a Regret and the Pain in the same hand. Alright, let's do Beam Cell. The Fragment hit the Alpha one. That's amazing. So then I can bring it back with the Hologram, right? Let's do Steam Barrier, Cool-Headed. Okay. Another go for the S, that's great. And then let's do Alpha one. Alright. Bring back... should I apply Weakness? I have 14, so I'm already fully defended. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's go for the ice, then Beam Cell, then go for the ice again, might as well. Then Hologram, the... oh, Alpha 1 is not free anymore. Alright, fine. In that case, let's just grab... how about another go for the ice, keep the enemy weakened forever. Okay. This guy took Scrape, I would like to get that back, actually. Back then I took a Sunder, I mean, yeah, I would like to get that back too. Alright, here I am fully defended. Let's do Ball Lightning, Cold Snap, Cool-Headed. Okay. And then, yeah, let's do Beam Cell. Oh, actually, I should have considered not playing the Beam Cell, because then I would have triggered Pocket Watch next turn. Hopefully that'll be fine. Lots of incoming here. Cold Snap, Sweeping are coming up. Alright, let's do FTL. Then Beam Cell. Then, I guess I'll do Cool-Headed. I'm actually starting to get a little worried here. I would like to get the Scrape back. Let's do Beam Cell 1, Beam Cell 2. Then Cold Snap. Okay, if I do Sweeping Beam... Oh no. Am I losing the Perfect here? So 14 plus 16 is 30. I only have 19. Not even close. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna put in a thumbnail that I reloaded this one, but I think my big mistake was not targeting the minions earlier enough. Yeah, I think I should have just targeted them at the beginning. I still think it makes sense to get rid of the artifact of the Bronze Automaton. So let me just try to do everything the same way, which was to just do Cold Snap, go for the ice, and wait, right? Yep. Wait, no, hang on. I was supposed to play the Equilibrium. When I say wait, I meant play and trigger the Equilibrium. Try this one more time. Alright, so let's start off with Cold Snap, go for the ice, Equilibrium, right? Okay. And then here, Yeah, I played a lot of cards here. Let's do Beam Cell, Defragment. Still hits the Alpha 1. That's beautiful. So let's do Cool-Headed 1. Go for the ice again. All for 1. Okay. Then, doesn't really matter. Let's do Beam Cell, go for the ice. Another go for the ice here. And then I think I'll bring back... yeah, how about the upgraded Beam Cell to target one of the minions? Okay. They still steal the same things. This guy would get the scrape, and I should try to... Yeah, this guy still took the scrape, so I should try to deal a lot of damage to this guy next turn. Yeah. So let's do Cool-Headed Ritual Dagger. Okay, that's enough for this guy. Beautiful. Then do Beam Cell Scrape. Okay. Then try to deal more damage to the backliner. Let's do Turbo. I feel like the card draw is slightly different now, which I guess I don't mind. It's just interesting. Alright, then do 2 more Beam Cells and a Cold Snap. Okay. Alright, so now I only have to defend against 14. I already have 8 and a bunch of Frost Orbs. Beautiful. So this is 15. Yeah, I'm fully defended already. Let's do Go for the Ice. Try to do more Cold Snaps. Let me see what the Sweeping Beam gives me. Yeah, let's do a Cold Snap here. Come. And then here, let's do Beam Cell, Cool-Headed. I should play the... Oh, no. I got the Void, which means I can't play the Alpha 1. That's a shame. Would have been able to do a lot of damage. Hopefully, I'll get a Go for the Ice here. 51 incoming. Okay, no Go for the Ice. Although I can bring it back with a Hologram. Let's start off with FTL first. Okay, should I Beam Cell an Alpha 1? That will bring me back a bunch of Steam Beers and a Go for the Ice. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's do Beam Cell, Hologram, the Alpha 1. Play that. Okay. Then do Go for the Ice, Steam Barriers. Oh, that's actually because of all the decks I have. That allows me to be full defend already. I might as well do Turbo in that case. Scrape allows me to play at least 2 Beam Cells and a Go for the Ice for even more decks. Yeah, so the key was the Kunai, I think. Without it, I don't even need to play the Steam Barrier. Without it, I think I would have had trouble, but with 7 decks already, should be easy here. Okay. Alright, let's do Beam Cell, FTL, Cool-Headed. Let's do another Beam Cell Scrape. Okay. And then 1 more Beam Cell. Yeah, I have to admit, I am taking a lot of damage from the Regrets and the Pains, but I should be fine here. Enemy still weakened. Let's do Beam Cell, Go for the S, all for 1. Okay. Look at all of these 0-cost cards. Beautiful. Alright, perfect this one. Did have to reload, but had to just play a little smarter. I will skip these, trying to go for Pauper. And then here, Curse Key will guarantee me getting the Curse modifier, right? Because I already have 4 curses, and this guarantees the 5th one. Let's take it. Again, energy at the start of return. One we open an on-boss chest to obtain a curse. I also like it more than the other 2 relics. Alright, so Time Eater, of course. With a 0-cost deck, it had to be a Time Eater, right? Only 1 2-lead path on the right. Yeah, so if I go on the right, I'll get 1... Just 2 question mark rooms, which is actually really frustrating because I still need to remove, I still have to remove the Alpha one, right? So if I decide to skip, where are my shops? Okay, there's a shop on the left. So if I decide to skip an elite, I should be able to get the Pauper modifier. Hopefully I'll get combo too. But then I'll lose 55 points. But Pauper is 50, so I think I might have to risk, because the likelihood of getting a shop in 2 question mark rooms is very low. Very low. I mean, it's theoretically possible, but just very low. So yeah, I think I'll do the question mark rooms, and I might even hit this early shop here, because I already have enough for a Mystery Machine, right? So I can hit both the early and the elite shop if I wanted to. Yeah, and I'm guaranteed to get curses as well. Let's do that. Alright, yeah, it's a shame. I took the Alpha, I'm hoping to get combo, and I haven't gotten that yet, so still hoping to get that soon. Oh wow, taking a lot of damage on turn 1 here. Just a bad hand on turn 1. Alright, Ritual Dagger is 34. Can I deal enough damage here if I do something like Cold Snap? And then, yes, Ritual Dagger is enough. Beautiful. Get a Dex Potion, which, you know what, I probably don't need the Liquid Bronze Potion. Let's take the Dex Potion instead of Recursion. Auto Shields, not a huge fan. Let's take the Recursion. Okay. Oh, I misclicked. I was supposed to go for the, for the shop there. Hopefully that's fine. Hopefully that's fine. Let's do Beam Cell, Steam Barrier, Sweeping Beam. Okay. I might hologram the Steam Barrier again just so I can attack the Spiker here. Alright. And then let's also do Cold Snap. And I was hoping one of the orbs would hit the middle guy there. Okay. Alright, here let's do Recursion. Beam Cell, Go for the S. And unfortunately, again, taking way more damage than I'd like. Okay. Alright, here let's do beam cell. No, let me do the fragment first. That hits the cool-headed. Okay. Then, great, I got both pain and the regret in the same hand again. Let's do cold snap. Okay. And then I think if I do cool-headed, no, let's do all for one. And then the orb is enough here, right? Oof, okay. Got an explosive potion, which is 20 damage. I'll take it. Claw boot sequence. A little too late for the claw. I will take the boot sequence. So far, my turn 1 has sometimes been really horrible. So hopefully the boot sequence will help them with that. Alright, here let's do sweeping beam. Go for the ice. Beam cell. I do ritual dagger. It's going to be very hard to use here. No, let's just do boot sequence and wait. Yeah, I'm going to try to shovel back to it. It might be a challenge, but yeah. Lots of incoming here. Let's do beam cell, FTL, then scrape. Okay. Then let's do equilibrium, go for the ice, beam cell, and then do I have a good zero cost card to bring back? I guess I don't have an upgraded beam cell. Let's do a go for the ice here then. Okay. Alright. Okay, backliner and the middle guy are attacking. Let's do cold snap first, then defragment the cool-headed. Okay. Oof, too bad. Wait, I can do sunder. That is not enough for this guy, but enough for this guy. Yep. And that way I'm also almost fully defended. Okay. Alright, only lost 1 HP there. 19 incoming. Let's do ball lightning, cold snap 1, cold snap 2. That allows me to be fully defended. Okay, now the backliner is going to come back to life. But if I get the ritual dagger, I should be able to use it, right? Let's do recursion. Cold snap, another cold snap, not enough. Let's do go for the S and then another cold snap. Okay. Yeah, I'm basically trying to make sure that once I get the ritual dagger, I should be able to use it. Did not get that yet. Let's do sweeping beam. Cool-headed. I think I'll wait here to avoid the pain dealing more damage because I'm already fully defended. Now, unfortunately, this guy's going to come back to life. Ah, boy. And there's the ritual dagger. Okay, I think I should be fine here, though, right? I still have a void, though. Let's do FTL. Then I should keep ritual dagger for the strongest one. So let's keep it for this guy. Let's do beam cell. Ball lightning. Okay. Then all for one. Go for the ice. Should have done the beam cells first. And then ritual dagger. Alright, beautiful. At least I was able to upgrade that. White noise compile driver. Compile driver is not a bad idea. Let's take it. And then, yeah, I have to get to the shop. I could go for the shop too, right? Yeah, I still think I should do 2 shops. Let's try that. No, I don't want to lose max HP. I also don't really need to heal to full HP. And then here, I can buy everything, right? Let's grab a Gremlin Horn. When enemy dies, get an Ender Drain, draw 1 card. Centurion Positive, first time lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. I'm not yet sure about the Strange Spoon. Let's also grab Ball Lightning. Rebound, Glacier is really good. Swift Strike is a 0 cost card. Strange Spoon. It's going to be hard to get the like shiny modifier, right? So I don't think I'll take the Strange Spoon. Because I don't really need it, although I guess I would save things like Boot Sequence. That's pretty much the only thing I'll save. Maybe a Ritual Dagger. Fine, let's take the Strange Spoon. Cartridge exhaust when played. We'll instead discard 50% of the time. Okay, I mean, I have the energy. Might as well. Right, here, let's upgrade the Ritual Dagger with the... No, let's upgrade the Glacier here. There's a chance that that Strange Spoon would make me not lose the Ritual Dagger, which would be interesting. Okay, only Elite here. Now, in the turn where the enemy is intangible, I might have a chance to try to get combos. So I think I'll try that here. I think I'll just do Beam Cell and Sunder. That way I'll draw extra cards next turn with the Pocket Watch. Okay. Alright, it's the small attack. I have the All for One. I don't think that's going to be enough, but let's try this. Let's do Beam Cell, Swift Strike. Rebound the All for One. Yeah, next turn might be nice, right? Fine, let's rebound the All for One. Okay. That gives me Boot Sequence. That's almost enough. Let's do the Beam Cells. Swift Strike again for more decks. 15. Yeah, I think the Boot Sequence together with the Cold Snap is enough. Okay. Another 18. There's a Ritual Dagger here. It's going to be a little hard to use. Let's do Steam Barrier, Cool-Headed. Go for the Ice, Compile Driver. There's a Scrape, but then I can't do the All for One. I don't have a Turbo yet either, right? I do have a Boot Sequence thanks to the Strange Spoon, so that should be enough. Let's do Go for the Ice, play the Beam Cells, and then just do Boot Sequence and the Swift Strike. Did not yet get combo. 33, that's a big attack. Alright, I do have Glacier. Is that going to be enough? That is enough. Alright, no need to play anything else. Okay. And then here, too bad I can't hologram the alpha one. Let's do beam cell. Yeah, I don't think I'll delay this further. I think I should just get rid of this guy. Yep. Alright, I got Singbo. What adding cards into deck? You may raise your max by 2 instead. Chill or Barrage? Barrage is not bad, but I think I'll take the chill now. And then here I got the Sphere Guardian I have to be a little careful with. Let's start off with Equilibrium, Cold Snap, and go for the ice. Okay. Alright. And then here I do have a hologram. The pain is again very annoying. Let's do boot sequence. It did exhaust this time. Then do beam cell compile driver. Okay. Sunder is enough to get rid of this guy. Beautiful. Gives me energy back. I could have considered... Actually, I didn't have energy to rebound the Sunder. Let's do rebound the ball lightning. How about that? Okay. And then hologram. Guess I can do rebound the FTL, and wait. I'm taking too much damage from the pain, so... Alright, 20 incoming. Can I deal enough damage here? Let's do beam cell, FTL, scrape. Okay. For sure, only gives me turbo. Let's do cool-headed, steam barrier. Maybe after playing a few attacks. Let's do ball lightning 1, ball lightning 2, and then the orbs are enough. Beautiful. A liquid memories potion, which is much better than probably the next potion. Okay, overclock recursion. I already have a recursion, but an overclock is really nice too. And then going left to get another shop. Here I got Decay, as well as Gold Plate Decay boost. You right most orb triggers its passive an additional time. Okay. And then here, yeah, let's see what cards I get offered here. Secret Weapon of the Bomb. These are 2 rares. Jack of all trades, I can take that. Panache, Good Instincts. Good Instincts is not a bad card because it is a 0-cost card. Okay. And here I got the Spire Growth with 16 incoming. Let's do Chill, Steam Barrier, Ball Lightning, Swift Strike, and Boot Sequence. Okay. Another 16. Let's do Go for the Ice, all for 1. Should have done the Overclock actually. Then 2 more Go for the Ice, Swift Strike. Steam Barrier is not quite enough. Let's do Overclock. Turbo allows me to bring back the all for 1. Should see if that might get me enough cards here, right? If I play all of these, then do all for 1. I'm worried I might deal too much damage. Let's play the attacks first. Yeah, they already are dealing a lot of damage. Actually, I think that gets me turbo, right? Yeah, beautiful. Or not turbo, combo. Awesome. And scrape for good measure. Beautiful. Alright, I got combo out of the way. That's good. I can safely remove the all for 1. Reprogram our turbo. I already have a turbo. Let's take a second one. And then, yeah, here, let's do another shop to finally remove that all for 1. At least I was able to do it in the very last fight. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so let me check. I already have enough beam cells. I only have 1 go for the S, though. So I guess I'll take another one, hoping to get a last one later. Let's also grab a turbo. Let's also grab scrape. Steam Beer. How many of those did I have? Just 2. Alright, I feel like I'm close to a few collector monsters, but probably will miss a lot of them. Alright, let's also grab... Yeah, I can buy all the relics. Turn your top turn, use a potion, heal 5 HP. Question card, future card rewards, and 1 additional card to choose from. And hand drill, whenever we break an enemy's block, apply to vulnerable. Shame, I am close to, but not quite there with the Alex Shiny modifier, right? Alright, let's grab... I would like an attack potion, but which of these do I want to give up? I think against the time meter, the weakness. Although I do have a lot of go for the ice, so maybe I don't need the weakness potion as badly. Actually, I probably don't need the explosive potion. Let's grab the attack potion here. Alright, yeah. Actually, if I can try to get Insignifiant, I should also grab Heatsinks and Panacea. Let's do it. Because that way I just need 2 more cards and I have 2 regular fights. Hopefully that'll be enough. Alright, here I got the Transient. Let's do FTL. I already got combo. Can I try to get Overkill? If I play a lot of cards, I might be able to pull that off. Let's try it. Yeah, let's try to get Overkill here. So I need to wait for the all for 1, ideally a hologram, and then a Sunder. Might be hard to get all of that in the same turn, but I think I should give it a try. Let's do Beam Cell and Cold Snap here. I am actually... No, not taking any damage. Okay, good. Ritual Dagger here, which is nice. Yeah, I think I'll just do Ritual Dagger. That is, together with the Ball Lightning, enough, right? Okay, let's wait. Alright, 60. Oh, never mind. I forgot I don't have an all for 1 anymore. Oh, alright. That's a problem now. Okay, let's do Beam Cell, Hologram, the Turbo. I will need the energy. Then, so Sunder is 62. The enemy is vulnerable. What if I do an attack potion? Might be worth it. Let's do Cool-Headed. Okay, then Cold Snap. So how much is this? 72? If I play 2 more cards, is that going to be enough? It's currently 50% more damage. With vulnerability... So, actually, wait, it's... Hang on, why is it 72? Oh, right, because vulnerability is only 50%. Okay, so 50% more is 48, and then 50% of that is 72. If I play 2 more cards, Then I will deal, so it'll be 70% more. So 70 with 30 is 21, so about 43. And then with vulnerability, it's going to be another, I think that's nearly enough, right? Another 20, so 60 something. Wait, how did I miscalculate that? It's 43 before the, no, wait, 70% is 53, sorry, 53, and then the vulnerability is going to be probably around 80 or something. Should I risk it? I also have a liquid memories potion. Let's try to get overkill out of the way. All right, Melter, Rip and Tear, Doom and Gloom. I guess I'll do, doesn't matter, let's do Rip and Tear. It deals a lot of damage here. Okay, so it's only 81. I don't think bringing that back, I don't think I'm close to. What if I do, not scrape. What if I, actually I could do scrape. All right, fine, let's waste a bunch of potions. Let's do scrape here and then the turbo. Okay, so I can do turbo, then scrape. All right. And then another beam cell, and then Sunder is 96. Oh, actually I have energy. I can do recursion and then the Sunder. Phew. All right, I was able to get overkill off the way too then. Now I just don't have as good of potions for the final boss fight, but hopefully that'll be fine. Let's do beam cell. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna take some damage here. Wait. Am I dead here? 1436. No, with the orb, I should still be fine with the lightning orb, but did not expect to take this much damage this turn. All right. Melter, compile driver, recycle. I did have one compile driver, none of the others. Let's take another compile driver. And then I need one more card to get to the Inscription modifier. All right, let's do boot sequence first, then FTL, Steam Barrier, Sweeping Beam. Okay. Panacea, recursion. Am I dead here? Because I'm taking a lot of damage. 18. No, but I am very close to death. Not very happy with how much HP I'm losing here. Actually, I'm down to 2. If I get a pain, I am in trouble. Okay, did not get the pain. That's good. Let's do Sunder here. Get rid of this guy. Okay. Then Cool-Headed. Then let's do Steam Barrier. Actually, hang on. Let's do Ball Lightning. Go for the ice. Steam Barrier first in case I draw the pain. Then get rid of this guy with the compile driver. Did not get the pain. That's good. Let's do Ball Lightning. I might just have to rely on my lightning orbs here, right? Actually, I can safely do the Swift Strike. Okay. I do have a rest site. I might actually just have to heal at the next rest site because I'm a little bit in trouble here. Let's do Glacier and then chill. Okay, phew. All right, Turbo Blizzard Loop. Did I have enough turbos? Yes, I can get a collect bonus on the turbo. That's very nice. And then, yeah, just to be safe, I heal back to 23. So, is there anything urgent I need to upgrade? Boot sequence is already upgraded, right? Maybe the chill to get a frost drop up front. All right, fine. Let's hope that the 32 HP will be enough. Let's upgrade the chill. Come. All right, so got the time meter. Did not get any other good potions, which is unfortunate. Let's do beam cell 1, 2, and then a scrape to get more dex. Okay, that does allow me to be fully defended. Should I still throw the weakness potion? No, I think I'll do Panacea. Then boot sequence. It did not get exhausted. That's good. Then good instincts. That's 21. Actually, I think I have to throw the weakness potion here. Yeah. All right. Fine. Come. All right, and then 15. Don't think there's anything I can do here, right? Yeah, nothing I can do. All right, let's do Beam Cell, Rebound, and Steam Beer. All right, perfecting the last boss was going to be a challenge. I had to get a little luck here, and I didn't. All right, fine. So now the goal is to survive, which is not guaranteed at this point. I only lost 2 HP thanks to Tori too, right? All right, here I can only play 2 cards. What should those 2 cards be? I think I'll do Hologram, the Glacier, and then just play the Glacier. Yeah, because that gives me enough block. I still lose HP to the regret, though. Okay. Alright, here, let's do Ritual Daggers. Not as much as I'd like. Have 2 turbos. Do I want to play those? Let's see what the Sweeping gives me first. Okay, Overclock. I might just play 12 cards here, right? Let's do Compile Driver, Scrape. What is the card that I got discarded? Because I would like to play the Defragment. It is the Defragment, okay. A shame. I would like to get that. Alright, let's just deal damage. Let's go for the ice. Ball Lightning, another go for the ice. Turbo. Can I play 4 more cards here? 1, 2, 3. No, I have to play another turbo, right? So go for the ice. Another. Yeah, actually, I probably could have just done the Cold Snap instead of the go for the ice, but that's fine. At least I was able to deal a good amount of damage. Lots of incoming here. Let's do FTL. Oh, the pain is also really annoying. Let's do Cool-Headed. I think 2 Steam Beers might be the best thing to do here. Still not enough. I have to do another cool-headed. Alright. Let's do another cold snap. Yeah, that should allow me to be full defender, right? Okay. Should I do heat sinks? You know what? Let's do heat sinks and then compile driver. Okay. Alright, let's hope next turn I can defend with only 4 cards. Actually, no, I'm not transforming the enemy just yet. And it is still attacking me for 30. Let's do... The enemy's already weakened. Let's go for the ice. Cold snap. Am I defended against 30? I have 6... 19, yeah, I should be defended. Ooh, Dark Shackles is beautiful here. Alright, Dark Shackles is really nice there. Beautiful. Didn't have to take any damage. Alright. Fortunately, I would love to get another Dark Shackles. I can't really do that. There's no reason to play any cards here, right? Yeah, let's just wait. Come. 19 HP is not a lot. I have so much incoming here. They'd get a boot sequence, that's good. I think I'll rebound the Glacier. Okay. And then, wait, so I have 631. I need 39. So let's do Steam Beer rather than Boot Sequence. I think I'll save it. Come. Alright, luckily I'm not being attacked here. That's good. And luckily I do have the regret. That's not good. Let's do Beam Cell, Compile Driver. And if I do Scrape and lose the Defragment, I'll be sad. But I think I have to. Let's do Turbo, then Scrape. Did I discard the Defragment again? I did not. Okay, that's good news. Let's do Overclock. Sunder is a lot of damage. Let me see if I can play more cards here. Let's do... Wait, can I play 4 cards? If I do Turbo, I can do Cool-Headed, then Cold Snap, and Sunder. 48, that's not too bad. The regret brings me down to 8 HP, though. And here I'm guaranteed 51. That's so much. That is so much. I can hologram a Turbo. Do I need to, though? Let's do Equilibrium. Go for the ice. Okay, 38. At least I'm almost fully defended, actually. If I do Cool Head, I'll be fully defended. I'll actually have extra card draw with the Pocket Watch next turn, right? Okay. I do have a regret, so I might be in trouble here. I did get a Defragment. That's really nice. Let's do Defragment. Oh, thanks to the Heat Sinks, I'm reshuffling there. All right, let's do Go for the ice. Okay. Free Ball Lightning, that's good. Could hologram the Turbo again, right? Hang on. I do have a lot of decks, so let's see. The Steam Beer should be helpful there. Let's do one more attack with the Cold Snap. Okay. Then do Steam Barrier. So I need, with 2 extra strength, it's going to be... wait, the enemy's weakened, right? So it's probably 12 times 3, 36, right? If I didn't miscalculate, so I should be fine. I should still try to play 4 cards, though. So let's do Cool-Headed. Oh, no, the regret is going to be a problem, right? Turbo. Ball Lightning. And then FTL. If I get 13 times 3, I'm still fine, right? Yeah, let's do FTL here. If I do Hologram, the regret deals more damage. Yeah, it's only 36. Can I deal 81 damage before I get the pain or regret? Get Good Instincts. That's almost enough. Let's do Good Instincts first in case I draw pain or regret. Should I do Jack of Trades? Let's see what that gives me. All right, Dramatic Entrance. I don't think I need to forethought anything. I did not. I'm not triggering the Pocket Watch next turn. That might be a problem. It's a lot of incoming. Luckily, I do have the Boot Sequence. Yeah, let's do Chill, Steam Barrier, and Boot Sequence. Is that enough? Wait, so it's 30, 51. I have 49. So I think I'm alive with 1 HP, right? 2 HP. Okay. This is stressful. Still have to deal a lot of damage. Actually, 1 HP, thanks to Tori. There's a pain, so I can't play more than 2 cards. Great, but actually, and then next turn... What if I do Sunder? Wait, is that enough if I do Beam Cell and then Sunder? That is enough. That was a close one. I can definitely see people dying here, especially if you decide to go for curses, because there are a lot of curses that make you lose HP. 1325, that's not a bad score. So of these 5 elites, I did skip an elite on Act 3. I perfected 5, yeah, all of them, and I did miss the last boss, no chance there. I was able to get Overkill combo. Now, thanks to taking that different path, I skipped 1 elite on Act 3, which meant I lost probably 25 plus 30, so 55 points. But I was able to get Popper, so that's 50 points, and I'm pretty sure I would not have gotten combo otherwise. Actually, no, that's hard to say. Maybe I would have gotten combo. Yeah, fine. But yeah, I effectively lost 55 points because I did get Popper, but did not get the perfect on the last elite. I was able to get Mr. Machine, Overkill, and Combo. Very happy with that. I was able to get Lightspeed as well. So, yeah, decent run. Theoretically, another 100 points by perfecting that last boss would have been possible, but it would have been very difficult to get curses and also perfect that last boss. As expected, I'm 5th place, and I can definitely believe 4th place there because they got exactly 5 points more, so I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe didn't get a Popper, but were able to fight one more elite on Act 3. That would have allowed them to get a 5-point difference. I also, the fact that I'm the only person in the top 20 right now makes me think, the only Feminiums, makes me think that it's probably an issue of people just dying to the last boss. Yeah, I think if you go for a zero cost deck, it's very difficult. And honestly, just for fun, let me see if there's maybe a different synergy I could have gone for. So, okay, how about if I go for a Frost Orb deck? Like if I have Consume, Glacier, Turbo, Storm, maybe a power deck too? Storm and Heat Sinks? Those are the only 2 powers offered there. And honestly, throughout the whole run, I think I only saw the Defragment and another Heat Sink. So, not too many powers offered. But that could be another safe choice. Yeah, go for an Orb deck. Maybe Cool-Headed, Consume. I guess there was no capacitor offered, right? Which was a problem. Yeah, so, I mean, it was very tempting, and I think zero-cost decks are much more fun, especially with the Scrape, but I can also imagine somebody doing better with sort of an Orb deck. So yeah, I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. Let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was the Ironclad run with the shiny colorless cards and lethality modifiers, and Gemino had basically a perfect run with 1585. That's a very good score, 100 points more than me, so Gemino was able to get all the elites and all the bosses. That's very impressive. He did mention I got a little luckier. I got very unlucky against the Act 1 boss. I didn't really have a chance. Gemino also mentioned that he thinks Dead Branch is OP, which I completely agree with, and other than that, he had pretty much the same modifiers, but because he had one more elite and only 100 points more with the last boss, he did miss the Lightspeed modifier, so theoretically could have had another 25 points more, but I think that would be the theoretical maximum. He pretty much had a perfect run yesterday. So the other modifiers, the ones that I got as well, were Highlander Curses, Overkill Combos, Stuffed Money, and the Alex Shiny modifier. So yeah, congratulations to Gemino. Amazing score there. Next you have Pelts, effectively second place with 1560, 25 points behind. Then you have Goldbear and Mike tied at 1533, another 25 points behind that. Congratulations, very good score there. I ended up in 15th place with 1485, so I perfected 7 of the 8 elites, but as I mentioned, missed the Act 1 boss. I just didn't have any block, no chance, and didn't have any of the good cards drawn early. So yeah, rare to not perfect something with the shiny, but shiny modifier. But if you just don't get any good card draws in the first 2 turns, there's nothing you can do. I even reloaded that one, right? I wasn't able to perfect that one. Was able to pull off Highlander Curse. I think a lot of people got that. And then Overkill Combo, Lightspeed, Stuffed, thanks to the feed. Money, thanks to the Hand of Greed, and I like shiny. So yeah, not a bad score in the top 20. And next you have Roland here with 1433. Alex ended up with 1410. Alex perfected 7 of the 8 elites, 2 of the 3 bosses. Sounded like Alex had a very similar run to me. Also had trouble against the Act 1 boss. Also was able to get Highlander Curses. Also was offered the Parasite from the Writhing Mass. Did not need to take it because he already had enough unique curses. Actually, I guess... Yeah, unique curses, same as me. Was able to get Overkill, mentioned that he did not get combo, or was it the other way around? I'm not sure. He mentioned that he got Overkill in 1 point, but then also mentioned he didn't get Overkill in another point. I do think that combo was a little harder to get, so I would bet that he didn't get combo, but got Overkill instead. And then also had the same boss strokes as me, and almost had the same amount of gold as me. So yeah, very similar run, but a little unluckier with some of the modifiers. And then next you have the Dark here with 1308. Nick got 1306, and I think that's it for top 100. Alright, yeah, that was it for yesterday. Let me know in the comments what you did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.